Hey everybody, welcome back to BobkeTV. It's time once again for Wine of the Week. Alright, for this Wine of the Week, I thought I would go deep into the Roll family cellars and pull out a gem, hopefully, from France. Chateau Victoria, 1970. Whew, baby. I've had this open for a couple of hours. I had an absolutely titanic struggle with the cork. It started splitting apart as I extricated it. A lot of rot on the top, but solid and good fill up the neck. So it gave me hope that there would still be some life left in the bottle of wine. When you have a lot of evaporation or a lot of leakage from the cork, generally the wine has not aged well, has not been stored properly. But my parents took very good care of this for 46 years. It's kind of like being an archaeologist. My parents, great aficionados of wine. They had a deep appreciation and love for collecting, visiting wine regions all over the world. But I think mostly drinking it. And my appreciation of wine comes straight from my folks. And so this has been in their cellar ever since it was released. So going on 5 decades in our house. Now, 1970, by the way, was a very good vintage. It was the best vintage in 9 years since the iconic 1961. The 61 Bordeaux is still drinking great. But it had been 9 vintages of marginal wine before another good vintage in 1970. Hot June and July, still warm in August, but got some rain in August to cool things down a little bit, let the fruit develop. September, warm, sunny, a few cold days. The harvest started late, around the 27th of September, and was going great guns by early October. And a very bountiful harvest as well. Lots of grapes, a huge harvest that year for 1970. But because it had been so long between good vintages, it was the year 1970 that the speculation market took off in Bordeaux, and that is with us to this day. So we can have the 70 vintage to thank for some of the astronomical prices that wine gets now. I'm going to read to you from the producer, because before the internet, the wineries and the importers, in this case, Frederick Wildman, interesting story about Frederick Wildman, just loved wine, and right after Prohibition went back to Europe and started importing wines, and Wildman still has a great portfolio of wines from Europe and around the world to this day. But before the internet, they had to describe the wines on the back label to help all of us. The Chateau covers 70 hectares, whatever that means. A normal harvest is approximately 60 tonneaux, or 5,760 cases, so quite a few. To reach Chateau Victoria, one passes Chateau Mouton Rothschild on one side, and on the other side, Chateau Calon Ségur. So a very, very good neighborhood. This wine, like I said, was a real struggle to get the cork out. Been open for a while, and I was pleasantly pleased at how delicious this wine is. Plenty of dark cherry, apricot, lovely nutmeg, a beautiful deep tobacco taste, some fennel, some ginger in there. I'm so happy that this wine is still blasting. I'm going to let it open up for a while longer. We're having steak and vegetables tonight with this stomping bottle of 1970 Bordeaux. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to the Bordelais. May they reign forever. Chin chin. Cheers, y'all. Comment, suggestion. Has anybody ever even heard of Chateau Victoria? Bordeaux, great wine region. Where are some of you guys' favorite wine regions? Hit me in the comments section. I need the subscriptions to keep piling up. Thumbs up also. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Thanks a lot, everybody. It's dismaying that, it's dispiriting that the UCI hasn't been more vocal, haven't enforced more new regulations, haven't metered out some real penalties for people that are responsible for this. The race promoters and the UCI have to have the riders' interests at heart in all times and in all situations, so that these incidents, these collisions can be prevented in the future.